Hi, good morning. Kamusta kayo? Okay na tayo? Okay na kayo? Yes, my name is Paul Andrew Hernandez. First of all, welcome to PATS, Philippine Academy of Technical Schools. Okay, this will be your first day dito sa ating orientation. Alright? So bago tayo magsimula, start muna tayo ng prayer. Tayo muna tayo ng lahat. Amen? Thank you. And gusto ko kunin yung attendance nyo. Please sign up your name. And then pakipirmahan. Okay na? Salamat. Once I mention your name, please stand up or pakitaas na lang ang kamay. First is Maria Reyes, trainee number 1. And Alberta De Leon, trainee number 2. Sheila Alvarez, trainee number 3. Okay, thank you. So to administer our pre-assessment, I will begin with giving the self-assessment check, learner's characteristic, and pre-test. Bibigyan ko kayo ng papers, kasama na dito ang pre-test. Ayan. Pakisagutan nyo yan. And then, bibigyan ko kayo ng 45 minutes para sagutan yan. Okay na ba? Tapos na? Kunin ko na. Salamat. Itong sinagutan ninyo, especially ang pre-test, it will define your underpinnings, skills, and knowledge para ma-identify namin kung saan kayo magaling, kung ano na yung mga skills na meron kayo. Then bukas, malalaman niyo kung ano yung resulta ng pre-assessment ninyo. Okay? Meron ba tayong questions?
Wala naman.
Wala naman. So, start tayo ng pre-orientation or proper orientation ng ating first day. About the school, sabi dito, providing a parallel TVET or meaning technical and vocational education and training and professional training, the Philippine Academy of Technical Studies is committed to equipping students with the skills and knowledge needed for success in various industries. Our focus is on delivering high-quality, industry-relevant education that transforms lives and meet the demands of today's job market. So, going to our qualification. So, nag-take kayo ng caregiving. So, of course, your qualification is caregiving NC2. At binubuo siya ng 3 competency. So, para siyang curriculum. Mag-start tayo sa level 1, level 2, and level 3. So, first, we have basic competencies. 4 na yan. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have common competencies. 1, 2, 3, 4. And next slide, ang pinaka-importante, yung core competency. Which, sa caregiving, 11 core meron kayo. So, yan, total of 6. We have, a total of 11, sorry. We have provide care and support to infant toddlers, provide care and support to children, foster social, intellectual, creative, and emotional development of children, foster the physical development of children, provide care and support to elderly, provide care and support to people with special needs, so we have children, elderly, and special needs. And then, pang-pito, na core, we have maintain healthy and safety environment, respond to emergency, may respond to emergency, clean living room, dining room, bedroom, toilet and bathroom, wash iron clothes, line and in public, and prepare hot and cold meals. Yung 3 na to is part of home management naman. Okay? So, yung binagit kong competency na yun, basic, common, and core, they have 18 hours for basic, 18 hours for common, 750 hours for the core. So, total of 786 hours. Magsasama-sama tayo in 99 days. 99 days tayo mag-training. Schedule natin, starting from Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., December 28, 2024, hanggang April 29, 2025. So, more than 99 days siguro yun. At i-count yun ang holiday sa Holy Week. Okay? And our training delivery naman, we have competency-based training. Sabi dito, is an approach that focuses on the competency development of the learners as a result of the training. Why the competency-based approach? Bakit daw natin ginagamit ang competency-based approach? Because education and training must keep pace with technology and customer requirements. We have 10 principles of competency-based training. 10 yan. So, number 1, 2, and 5 na nakalagay dito. Ito naman yung 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, for you to know, we have number 1, the training is based on curriculum developed from the competency standards. Ibig sabihin dito, our training daw is base sa curriculum na ginawa base sa competency standard ni TESDA. Okay? Number 2, learning is competency-based or modular in structure. Hindi tayo shuffle dito. May sinusundan tayo module. Module 1, Module 2, Module 3. Number 3, training delivery is individualized and self-paced. Meron tayong method na self-learning, self-individual, meron na self-paced. Okay, may mga pagkakataon, hayaan namin kayo mag-aaral sa inyong sa sarili ninyo, o sa bahay ninyo, or online, or dito sa school. Okay? Ano daw ang pinagkaiba ng traditional and competency-based training? So, ano ang ginagamit natin ngayon? Competency-based training. Pero sa ibang school, traditional. Nakasanayan natin ang traditional. Sabi sa traditional, many students are working on the same task at the same time. The entire class usually takes written tests as a group. So traditional, sama-sama sila nag-attend na school, inaasa sila sabay-sabay, then nag-take sila ng written test, na sabay-sabay din as a group. Pero dito sa competency-based training, on a typical day, trainees may be working on the several different materials, resources, and spaces. And pangalawa, an individual trainee or small group takes self-check when ready, requiring a separate, quiet, secure area. Ibig sabihin, yung number 1 daw, yung mga trainees, pwede silang mag-train in the simultaneous time sa iba't ibang area. Pangalawa, yung mga trainees daw, pwede sila mag-self-check, assess nila sarili nila, bago sila mag-take ng exam. Ganun. So, ako daw, bilang trainer ninyo, I have several or maraming responsibilities. As your trainer, I am your facilitator, mentor, managers of learning, pwede nyo maging counselor, ako din na magiging evaluator ninyo, learner's assistant, module planner, ako gagawa ng module nyo, pwede ako maging role model, and actor, ibig sabihin actor sa mga demonstrations na gagawin ko. Siyempre, kung meron akong role, kayo din, meron kayong role bilang mga trainee. Okay, bilang mga estudyante. Sabi dito, may select what they want to learn and when they want to learn it. Number 2, learn at their own rate within program guidelines. May request to receive credit for what they already know. May choose how they want to learn. And they are responsible for what they learn and what they learn it. Okay? Competency-based learning material package. Sabi dito, is simply a well-designed and carefully developed learning materials that give trainees detailed instruction to guide them through the learning process. We have different modes or different forms of learning materials. Number 1, we have learning guides, assessment materials, workbook with activities, meron kayo nun, task and content. Workbook na meron activities, task na gagawin nyo ay contents, background reading materials or documents, hands-out and other audio-visual materials, industry competency standards, organizational policies, procedure, or legislation. To make it easy, ito yung summary natin. Ito yung pinaka-materials na mag-guide sa atin lahat. So, through the entire training, we have information sheet, nandito ang lecture nyo, self-check, nandito yung mga exam nyo, operation sheet, job sheet, task sheet, yung mga gagawin nyo, and performance criteria checklist. Ito yung mga checkan ko kung nagawa niyo yung mga task na pinapagawa sa inyo. Okay? Evaluation system, dalawa lang ang resulta sa at the end ng training ninyo. 1 is competent, and ibig sabihin, nakapasa ka sa lahat ng mga training. The other one, not yet competent, ibig sabihin, hindi mo na-perform lahat ng mga task or training na pinagawa sa iyo. Meron tayong competency-based training delivery, ang ginagamit na flow ng ating school, institution. We have training enter program. Ito kayo ngayon, nag-enter kayo sa program. Training selects competency and receive instruction. Then, follow ito ang anim na part ito. Read the review learning package, view multimedia materials, use manual, observe demonstration, practice skills in workshop, receive assistance and feedback, and CPLM number 1. Then, pag nagawa nyo na to, yung trainee will attempt to do the task. Then, a trainer ako, I will observe yung magagawin yung task. Then, trainee rates own performance. Meron nyo i-rate yung sarili ninyo. And of course, bilang trainer, i-rate ko rin kayo. Okay? Then, dito ko bibigyan ng result. Satisfactory performed competency, if satisfy ako sa mga ginawa niyong task. Then, if no, babalik naman kayo dito. If yes, pwede na kayo mag-institutional assessment. Pag pumasa kayo sa institutional assessment, pwede na kayo mag-undergo ng national assessment at makakapag-exit na kayo bilang caregiving. Workstations, dito sa facilities natin ng school, may iba tayong workstation. At kailangan ko kayong i-tour, pwede kayong tumayo. Samahan niyo ako mag-tour. So we have our training activity matrix. Dito mo naman. Para makita niyo. Pasok ito. We have contextual learning area here and learning resource area. Dito naman nakukuha yung mga iba't ibang lectures, learning materials, training resource area. Dito gumagawa yung mga trainer natin ng CPLM, ng mga training materials, and support service area. Ito naman yung ibang area na nagsusupply sa atin, kailangan natin, like yung mga materials. Meron tayong, syempre, computer laboratory and distant learning area. Magkasama yan, dito mayroong computer lab, makakatulong sa inyo for your enhancement ng inyong knowledge and skills. Meron tayong distance learning area. Take note, meron tayong internet dito. So, kahit distant learning area kayo, you can still study or makahabol sa mga lectures. Okay? Then we have, of course, we have institutional assessment area and practical work area. For your practice, we have practical work area, and for the assessment, meron tayong institutional assessment area. And we have the achievement chart and progress chart. Kapag nagawa nyo yung mga task na ipapagawa sa inyo, update namin dito kung ano yung status ninyo. And we have also the waste management, solid waste management area. Okay? And restroom. We have the restroom. First aid kit, may mga location tayo na first aid kit. And then fire exit, doon siya. May mga fire extinguisher din tayo sa bawat area, naka-assign ng fire extinguisher. Okay? So this is our map. This is our map, our facilities. Okay. Meron pa tayong tanong?
Wala naman po sir.
So bukas, ibibigay namin yung mga result ng assessment, ng pre-assessment ninyo, yung sinigapan nyo kanina, and i-assign namin kayo sa iba't ibang workstation. For now, this will be the end of your first day, and thank you. Tomorrow, see you tomorrow. Hello, good morning, sir. Yes, good morning po. Tumatawag po ako para po i-check po sana o i-confirm yung certificate of employment ni Maria Reyes na home care assistant position. Okay po, confirm po. Sige po, maraming salamat, sir. Thank you po. Okay, good morning, trainees. Kamusta araw nyo? Okay naman? Okay, bago tayo magsimula sa second day natin, as a start of your training, mag-prayer muna tayo. Okay? Stand up muna lahat. Amen. Then, of course, check tayo yung attendance. Pag-fill up yung attendance nyo dito. Then, pag-sagutan na rin. Write your name in your signature. Thank you. Pag tinawag yung pangalan nyo, pakitaas yung mga ulit. Maria Reyes. And Alberta de Leon. And Sheila Alvarez. Thank you. Trainee number 3, Sheila Alvarez. Base sa iyong certificate of employment na binigay mo sa amin, nung ikaw ay nag-enroll, ikaw ay kasalukuyan ngayon nagtatrabaho sa Lacson Hospital bilang isang nursing assistant. Tama ba? Okay. 3 years ka nagtatrabaho na dito. Nung tinawagan ko ang iyong company, na-verify naman nila yung certificate of employment mo. Okay. Ikaw ay mayroong knowledge and skills on how to respond to emergency, and base sa iyong certificate of employment, ikaw ay consistent at excellent sa performance mo bilang isang nurse assistant. Okay. Base din sa mga evidence na nag-gather namin at pinakita mo sa amin, It shows that you are competent and on the unit of competency which is respond to emergency. Dahil doon, we will recognize your prior learning. So you are accepted sa mga units of competencies na binavalidate dito. Okay, so for now, you can go, tapos balikan na lang sa institution assessment. And after that, i-check ko na yung progress chart na, ha? Okay, for training number 2 naman, samahan mo muna ako dito sa learning resource area dahil may papagawa ko sa'yo. Okay. Dahil chinek ko yung assessment test na binigyan namin kahapon. Okay. Nalaman namin na ikaw pala ay zero knowledge sa skills when it comes to respond to emergency. Okay. Huwag ka mag-alala. Okay lang yan. Ipoprovide namin dito yung mga material na fit para sa yung learning style and training needs. At ito na ngayon ay yung competency-based learning materials para sa respond to emergency, which is recognized and respond to signs of potential illnesses. So, please read the information sheet at pagkatapos mo basahin, ang information sheet ay sasagutan mo naman ang self-check. Tapos, after that, check mo na rin yung papers mo, yung test mo. And you can check your answer base sa answer key. And bibigyan kita ng 30 minutes para basahin yung information sheet, mag-self-check, tapos sagutan yung mga test na kinuha mo. Okay? 20 minutes, balikan kita ha. Okay. Yung start, training number 2.
Okay lang po.
Thank you. Tapos sila ba sa pagbabasa ng information sheet?
Okay.
Okay. Nasagutan mo na yung self-check. Na-checkan mo na rin yung sarili ng test paper. Salamat. Samahan mo muna kami dito sa practical area. Okay, we have our new lecture for today, which is the module title is Responding to Emergency. At ating learning content naman for today is Common Childhood Illnesses Recognition Management Strategies. Ito ay under na learning outcome number 2, which is recognize and respond to signs of potential illnesses. Okay. Common Childhood Illnesses Recognition Management Strategies. Sabi dito, illness is a state of poor health caused by disease, injury, or a condition affecting the body or mind with symptoms that may be physical, mental, or emotional. Recognizing the signs and symptoms of common childhood illnesses is a critical skill for caregivers. Ano daw ba yung mga iba't ibang illnesses and their signs and symptoms? Ito yung mga iba't ibang illnesses na pwede nating ma-experience o ma-encounter sa mga bata. Fever, cough and cold, diarrhea, chickenpox, and ear infection. According sa assessment namin, kay training number 3, ikaw daw ay isang visual learner. At dahil dito, ipapanood namin sa iyo ang video tungkol sa pag-respond to emergency, lalo-lalo na when it comes to illnesses. Okay? At pagkatapos ito, gagawa ka ng reaction paper mo. Ikaw lang training number 3. Alright? So, ito na yung video.
Common childhood illnesses encountered in the first few years of life usually are common colds, where you might have fevers, cough, runny noses, and the other most common illness is what we call childhood gastroenteritis.
Thank you. So, kayo dalawa, gagawa kayo ng reaction paper. At bibigyan kayo ng 30 minutes para sagutan yung mga reaction paper. Okay na ba yung reaction paper nyo? Salamat. Okay, demonstration. Ito naman yung mga skills, ito naman yung mga part kung saan gagawin natin yung mga task na naka-align doon sa lecture na ginawa natin. Okay. So for demonstration, we have performance objective, supply and materials and equipment. So nakalagay dyan. Ito yung objective natin for today. Ano ba ang demonstration daw? This will enhance your skills. So, panonoorin nyo ako while gagawa ako ng isang demonstration So bilang trainer ninyo, ipapakita ko muna sa inyo kung ano ang dapat gawin sa isang certain emergency or illness bilang isang caregiver. Okay? Kailangan nyo mag-take down ng notes or key steps before, during, and after the demo. Also, please observe OHS at all times. Bawal ang tubig sa laboratory, bawal ang pagkain sa lab, kasi kailangan natin ng sanitation doon. Okay? Be aware of your actions, observe proper body mechanics, at pagkatapos ay lilipat tayo sa laboratory para doon tayo practice at mag-refine demo. Okay? Okay, training number 2 and training number 3. Nandito tayo ngayon sa laboratory. Saan ipapractice natin ang napag-aralan natin kanina about sa recognition of illnesses for child. Okay. Training number 2, nandiyan ka sa workstation mo, and training number 3, nandiyan ka sa workstation mo. Bibigyan ko kayo ng isang oras para mag-practice. Pwede nyo gamitin yung task sheet na bibigay ko sa inyo. Okay. Tapos, pwede nyo i-rate yung mga performance nyo according to your practice based sa performance criteria checklist. Okay? Paalala, please observe silence and seek to take precaution. If may mga katanungan kayo, pwede kayo mag-clarify sa akin, tawagin nyo ako kung meron kayong mga any questions. Okay? Okay, time's up. Kamusta practice niyo? Okay naman? Okay, training number 2, maaari ka muna lumipat dito sa practical area. Okay, pansamantala. Habang nagpa-perform ng return demonstration, training number 1. Okay, doon, maaari ka muna magbasa, mag-review ng mga pwede mong i-return demo mamaya. Okay, salamat. Okay, handa ka na ba sila yung return demo? Training number 2. Kung handa ka na, bibigyan kita ng 60 minutes. Punta ka muna dito sa ating laboratory. Okay, congratulations. Natapos na tayo sa ating return demo. Meron pa kayong mga katanungan? Wala na. Kung wala na, let's call it a day para sa mga institution assessment. Bukas, see you guys tomorrow, and good luck. Good morning mga trainees. Kamusta kayo? Handa na ba kayo lahat sa ating institutional assessment? Okay lang yan? Huwag kayong kabahan. Okay? Bago tayo magsimula, let's start with a prayer muna, of course. Amen. And then, kunin ko yung attendance ninyo. Write your name and your signature. Thank you. When I call your name, pakitaas na ng kamay na. Maria Reyes, Alberta De Leon, and Sheila Alvarez. Okay. Welcome to our Institutional Assessment Day. Congrats dahil nakapabot kayo dito. Please be guided sa ating mga competencies na ma-assess. Ang competency to be assessed ay respond to emergency, napili natin. Element number 2, recognize and respond to signs of potential illnesses. Okay? I-assign ko kayo sa institutional area. So, training number 1 and 2, please follow me sa institutional area dito. Okay, you will undergo the written exam, demonstration, and oral questioning. Ang una natin gagawin ay written examination. Okay? This method is to measure the underpinning knowledge and skills and respond to emergency. Recognize and respond to signs of illnesses. First, we will have the written exam. Ang inyong written exam ay consists of identification, enumeration, at multiple choice. At meron itong 30 items. Nasasagutan niyo sa loob ng 45 minutes. Okay, 45 minutes, kaya yun? May mga katanungan ba tayo? Training number 1, 2, wala naman. Pwede tayo magsimula. Ito ang inyong exam. Pwede sa kapatid. Okay, 45 minutes. Time's up. Thank you. Training number 2, pwede ka muna magpunta sa ating holding area. At ikaw naman, training number 1 ay magperform ng demo mo. Okay? Ngayon, mag-proceed tayo sa demonstration. Training number 1, ready ka na ba sa yung demonstration? Yes, okay. Given the materials and equipment, you are assigned na mag-take o mag-check ng vital signs and then report and write the incidents. Okay? Bibigyan kita ng mamaya. Habang pinapunta ko ang demo, please observe safety and precautions. I-relate ko ang iyong performance base sa rating sheet ng demonstration. At bago mo simulan ang task, pakisuyo na pakibasa muna yung mga specific instruction para ikaw ay aware sa expected competencies na you observe. And yung mga evidences to be collected as basis sa magiging resulta later on. Meron ka mga tanong or clarifications. Kung wala naman, kung meron, sabihin mo. Kung wala, okay. You can start now. Nandiyan ang matigas natin. You can start now. Okay, time's up. Thank you. Pakibaba ang materials. Ikaw muna ay pumunta sa holding area and then pakitawag si training number 2 para sa kanyang demonstration. Training number 2. Salamat. Okay, we're done with the test and then demonstration. Now we will proceed with the oral questioning. Are you still okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes? Okay, we will start with the training number 1. Training number 1. You can go now here sa ating assessment area. This is your oral question for you. What you will do if the child is suffering from fever.
Check the temperature using the thermometer. If the temperature is above 37.5 degrees, apply first aid and then bring the child to the nearest hospital.
Good. That's okay. You can go to the holding area and pakitawag na rin si training number 2. Hi, training number 2. Are you ready?
Yes.
I will give you my feedback sa inyong dalawa. Okay? For training number 1, for your exam, nakakuha ka ng 25 over 30. So, pasado ka sa exam. And para naman sa iyong oral questioning, nakakuha ka ng 9 out of 10. So, that's a good sign. And for your demonstration, nakita ko na ikaw ay confident sa perform ng task. So, you have satisfactorily performed the task. Ang kailangan mo lang ma-improve, minsan, pag nagagawa ka ng vital signs, huwag kang kakabahan. And always focus ka sa ginagawa mo para hindi ka magkamali sa mga ibang result. Okay? Pwede tayo mag-proceed kay training number 2. Training number 2, sa iyong exam, nakakuha ka ng 13 out of 30. And sa iyong oral questions, nakakuha ka ng 4 out of 10. Okay? And I noticed na kapag nakukuha ka ng vital signs ng bata, hindi mo na linis yung thermometer. So, baka maaaring ma-infect yung bata. And hindi mo rin siya nakuhanan ng pulse rate. So, uulit ka ng demonstration. So, sa inyong dalawa, training number 1, pwede mo makuha ang yung certificate of achievement to the registrar office after 2 days. Also, hayaan mo ko i-update ang yung progress chart sapagkat na-complete mo na ang competency na ito. Okay? And for training number 2, kailangan mo isaulo lahat ng mga steps na binigay ko sa iyo kanina, lahat ng feedback, pag-aralan mo mabuti. Having said that, you are not yet competent sa institutional assessment na ginawa natin. Please practice more to gain mastery and let me know if ready ka na ulit for institutional assessment. Then please sign here sa rating sheet and the institutional competency assessment result summary. Okay? Sa inyo yung dalawa. Pirmahan nyo yung pareho. Then, i-update ko pareho yung progress chart ninyo. Tapos, okay na ba yan? Okay, thank you. Salamat. At ngayon, I will administer the training session evaluation. Ang primary purpose ng training evaluation na ito ay para identify areas for improvement. For the reason, please fill up what is outlined in the training evaluation honestly. So, eto, evaluation nyo para sa akin, kung ano yung feedback nyo, okay ba ako mag-train, ganito, okay ba yung naibigay ko sa inyong assessment, kamusta ba ako. So, please, pagpilaban. Bibigyan ko ng 20 minutes. One pen, here. Tapos na po ba? Thank you. So, okay. And again, trainees, gusto kong i-congratulate yung mga nakapasa and mga competent. Tapos, yung mga hindi naman competent, not competent, may pag-asa pa tayo, you can still do the assessment. So don't worry. Then, sa mga nakapasa na assessment, good luck sa magiging journey ninyo, and that's it. Maraming salamat and thank you for the opportunity na binigay niyo sa akin. At sana magtuloy-tuloy pa rin ang progress ninyo. Thank you.
Thank you po.